Stop trying to do it like everybody else. Stop trying to be like everybody else. There is an epidemic in our culture, in marketing, in personal development, in sales, in business. And this epidemic tells you that in order to succeed, you have to do it fill in the blank, like this, like that person. This is the way you have to think. This is the way you have to act. This is how you market. This is how you don't market, etc. And yes, there are systems that are proven to work. I'm not saying systems don't work. I'm not saying have no strategy. What I am saying is this: you did not come here. You did not end up in this body. You did not end up in this time and place to emulate somebody else. You did not come here to emulate the success of someone else, the dreams of someone else, the path of somebody else. So, yeah, we can learn by watching. We can learn to a certain degree by emulating. And in the end, eventually, all of that stuff is all training wheels. It's all helping you just start to move. And make no mistake, when you start to move, eventually you have to do it your way. You have to do it the way you were designed to do it. You have to be who you are designed to be. And that is very scary if up until this moment you've lived your whole life trying to emulate what other people have done or who other people are. So, again, I want to be really clear. I'm not saying you can't learn from other people. I'm not saying to take every rule book and rip it in half and throw it away. Every guidebook, every map, and just throw it in the fire. No, 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 no. Study, get new ideas, allow your creativity and your imagination to be stimulated by seeing what other people do. What I'm saying is this: don't don't buy the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't buy the story that in order to succeed, you need to do it the way other people have done it. It's a lie. It's not true, and it will not lead you where you want to go. It can't lead you where you want to go. It cannot. It can take you a certain way down the road. It can get you a certain level of success financially and otherwise. It can. I will not lie to you about that. And everyone gets to a point where their soul, their spiritual DNA, their heart, God through them says in one way, shape, or form, great work getting here. And you're here to do it in a very unique way, in a way that only you can. And when that happens, it can be very painful and very scary. Why? Because if we're not really listening to that message, and it's subtle sometimes in the way it comes in, but if we're not really listening and we don't heed that message, life will take care of that for us. Life will make sure we go where we are supposed to go or do its very best to get us there. And it's scary because the way life does that often looks like things blowing up in our lives, things crumbling in our lives, things falling apart around us. Now, what that really is life and God nudging us back into alignment with ourselves, nudging us, reminding us to be who we really are. And it looks like relationships falling apart, businesses crumbling, clients leaving, money challenges, etc., etc. You get the point here. So, again, I want to be really clear. I'm not telling you not to learn from the way other people do it. Success does leave clues. It has been said, right? And it's true. Success leaves clues. It does. And it is my firm belief and my experience, the experience of every client I've ever worked with, that we can cherry pick the things that have worked for others. And we are intended to take those things and blend them with who we are, blend them with the special sauce that you are, the uniqueness of who you are. Put those together, and what they become is your way. So I want to be clear, we're not trying to operate with arrogance here. We're not trying to operate with an I got it type of attitude. I know it. Nobody can tell me nothing. No, of course not. We want to have beginner's mind. We want to have a child's mind. We want to be open. And what truly being open is is being willing to receive what is here for us, learn from what is around us, and to integrate it into who we are uniquely. Because again, eventually you do get to the point, everyone has to get to the point. It is a rite of passage to get to the point where you have success and maybe you've done it someone else's way or largely followed someone else's path. And then life will ask you to trust your way. Why? Because nobody else in the universe is here to give life what you can give life. Nobody else is here to do it your way. What that means is when you walk your path, when you walk the way you're supposed to walk, when you do things the way you're supposed to do them and be the way you are supposed to be and truly are, you are giving life something that literally no other life form can provide. So it's imperative that ultimately you do things your way. And again, not in an arrogant way, not in an I got this way, not in that you can't tell me nothing way. No. In a way of my heart is open, my mind is open. I'm pulling from all sorts of traditions and ways. I am learning, I am inspired by what others do. And I am deeply listening to the way that God is expressing uniquely through me. When you do that, you give to life something nobody else can. Never have been able to and never will be able to. Because through all of time, you're going to be the only you. I was thinking about this a lot recently. As you may or may not know, I love sports, particularly I love basketball. I love soccer. Uh, and I was watching the NBA finals, and the leader of each of the teams, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on the Thunder, Tyrese Halliburton on the Pacers, both of them have this incredibly unique way that they play. And yeah, you can make comparisons in each of their games to people who have come before, current players in the NBA. There's certain overlaps for sure. It's not like you've never seen anything they do, but the amalgam of the way each of them play is something totally unique. And I, like many people, just marveled at it. The whole playoffs and the whole NBA finals is incredible to watch these players who just have this like idiosyncratic style that is so their own and watch it lead them to success at the highest level. And I particularly loved this in the finals as the pressure built and built and built. When things didn't seem to be going their way, each of the players' way or either of the players' way, neither of them abandoned the way that they do things. They had a deep commitment, a deep trust to go, this is my unique way. This is how I lead. This is how I play. And no condition, no circumstance is going to get me to abandon that. No way. And it led to an epic NBA Finals that unfortunately ended with a really terrible injury. And it led to a really epic, incredible series where both players showed up in their unique way. So I want the same thing for you. I want this video, I want all of these teachings to help you listen to your way, not to shut the world out and not learn from people, of course not. But God is speaking and expressing through you uniquely. Take what works from other people, integrate it into what you know is true for you. No matter what circumstances show up, be willing to be steadfast in your unique expression. Be willing to be committed to God expressing through you uniquely, even when it looks like it's not working. Now, side note, I'm not telling you you can't pivot. I'm not telling you not to make changes. I'm not telling you not to be adaptable if something's not working for you. Of course, be adaptable and be adaptable in some of the details, be adaptable in some of the nuance. Do not be adaptable in who you are. That never changes. Be open to learning more about who you are, going deeper within yourself and allowing God to express even more clearly through you. Yeah, for sure. Be unwilling to shift who you truly are. Trust your way. Trust how your heart speaks to you. Trust what Spirit says through you, even and especially when circumstances get challenging. That's where most people turn around and run away. But that's the moment to break through. You have no idea how amazing things are going to get in that moment of maximum discomfort, that moment of maximum stress and tension, when everything in you wants to run away and adopt somebody else's strategy. You have no idea the breakthrough that's waiting for you. You continue moving forward and being who you are. All right. I love you. Please, please, please stop trying to be like everybody else. Please, please, please stop trying to do it like everybody else. Be who you came here to be. Have the courage to do it your way and watch success manifest in your life in a way that's completely unique to you and awe inspiring to others.